Alright, so today I'm going to show off my updated version of my old wither farm. So I'm going to do it right this time and say it straight off the bat. There will this time be a world download and a schematic for this farm if you guys want to recreate it. I designed this back in 1.8. I made a video on it, link to that in the description below, and basically all I've done in this version is changed two things. So obviously you can see the waffle doors on the side here, and this is because the mob hitbox, they can actually get stuck on the side here, and that's a perfect timing for that skeleton to be there. You can see they now get just close enough to the gas so that they can be pushed off. Otherwise, they'd be pushed a certain way and then back and forth, and they get stuck in a perpetual loop, and that could get the farm stuck. Also, ghasts no longer bounce off each other like they did in 1.8, so I was forced to add some blocks in the middle, and you can see some have been added even further like there because the ghasts don't always quite bounce off each other, and there are rare occasions where they can get stuck. However, this farm works fully as well as it did before. We're getting about 3.4 skulls a minute. We did just do one test for that this time. However, it was so close to the rates that we got the last time we tested this farm about a year or two ago, or about a year ago, I don't know, 6 months, however long it was, that I didn't figure it was worth it. So what this would be classified as a not very fast, not slow, more of like a medium to fast wither farm. I mean, 3 skulls a minute is more than enough for a group of friends. If you sign in another account, like maybe a creative account or an AFK account up at the sky level so they're not spawning any mobs, somewhere far away from the player, you'll double the amount of chunks loaded, and this farm can run at 6 to 7 skulls a minute. So that is plenty fast, and this is really just as advertised. It's just a basic, simple wither farm that anybody could build. You don't need any kind of specific fortress structure. Because of the use of nether brick blocks in this design, you can really build it anywhere inside of a nether fortress. Just kind of mark the center of all the structures and you should be within the hitbox. There are scientific measures to calculate this, but I'm not going to go into that now. So if I hit F3 real quick, you can see that the spawning floors that are about, let me see here, about 40, 49, 50. I did do a bunch of math just to see like spawning in platforms to see how high they could spawn, and about 50 blocks is where it's at. I think that's different for each fortress. I'm not 100%. So just build it where you know they'll spawn and this farm will be plenty fast. Of course, this is in perfect perimeter conditions, meaning that there are no spawnable areas anywhere around us and the bedrock has been removed. So you may or may not get the exact 3 skulls a minute. However, having built this on our world in 1.8 and on our last world on Minerva Season 1, we didn't have our bedrock removed and we were getting about 6 skulls a minute with 2 players logged in. So this thing is plenty fast and really easy to set up. The requirements are, of course, 62 ghasts and basically just a lot of building blocks. That's really it. If you have no trouble getting the ghasts, then this is definitely the farm for you. Having personally collected 64 ghasts in survival before, I can tell you it's not that bad. When we dug our perimeter, we dug it 4 blocks down from the lowest layer of bedrock, so that when the ghasts spawned, they couldn't fly up or really move very far. So what you can do if you have a friend to play with you, just have somebody attract the ghast, hide behind a fortress, like, I don't know, 2 high blocks and just crouch behind it so the ghast can attack them. The ghast will stay aggro on them and you can just nudge them into a minecart and then section them into an area where they've got glass in their head, like right here. That way they won't be able to see you or hit anybody, and then you can just give them a name tag. I recommend giving them dinner bone name tags because this is both silly and legitimate. Like, to see that they're upside down, you can see just from any distance that that ghast is named and you don't need to worry about it. So yeah, there won't be a tutorial for this design. I'm sorry guys, you're just going to have to download the world and then check it out for yourself. Or if you have Schematica, you can get the schematic from there. I suppose I can include the downloads for... In fact, in the world download, I'll include files for Schematica and Forge for 1.11. I'll just do all the work for you guys. You don't have to go hunt down the links. I'll hook you up. So thank you to Pablo for killing all these guys while I'm at it. I should also mention his killing tactic here. So these are the swords that we use. Unbreaking is completely unnecessary because you get plenty of experience from this thing. But all of the mobs just come into a 3x1 hole and he's just kill them all at once. I believe he has full strength, but if you have strength 2, it should only take about 2 hits to kill everything in there. And then if you want to check out the wiring for yourself, I'd recommend, once again, checking out the world download, but this is actually a really, really nice system I set up. It's basically, the 3 blocks all have hopper minecarts that split them over 6 hoppers, goes into a basic comparator clock, and then on a 3-tick repeater, it just cycles these pistons going back and forth. And this loses almost no items. I haven't seen any fly out of here. These are from the sides. and it just aligns them against the ender chest, and the hoppers pick up absolutely everything. I personally love this system because moving items in the nether without the use of water is quite difficult. Because you can't use water, and these slime blocks really make it quite easy. So you can see everything just gets filtered out, right, just like so. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just ask them in the comments below. I hope the world downloads enough for you, and if anybody builds this, please provide screenshots, because I love to see that kind of stuff. It really encourages me to make more videos. So hope you guys enjoyed, hope you find use of this farm, and thanks for watching.
That was quick.
Yes, it was.